I was listening to something in the CD player, and my grandma came. I love my grandma to death. Grandma came in there and heard me like singing to the top of my lungs, and my grandma was like, "Oh, that shit's not really that good." real shit, bro.
She's like, "Never do that again."
Shit's not. It does not sound.
I thought it was gonna turn into something else.
Yeah, nah, hell nah, bro.
All right, guys, what is good? Welcome back to the Artistry Drop podcast.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We finally got our first guest.
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
super excited for this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so our guest today is singer, songwriter, and producer from Washington, D.C., who is part of American Idol's 2018 Top 50 alumni. Please welcome William Casanova.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
The one, the only. You know?
Yeah, so I mean, you know, we kind of talked a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
It's not your first rodeo with the podcast.
Yeah.
So you know how it works.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, let's just dive right into it. We know you got some plans tonight, you know. So we got to let this man go, you know.
I'm chilling.
No, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, you know, you're here for a specific reason. You're a musician.
Yeah.
How did you get into music?
My dad plays the bass guitar. And as a kid, he used to play with like gospel groups in the DC area, and he would take me with him to like the shows. So, and they were like all day type of situations. So it was like, I'd be there like in church from like 2 p.m. to like 10 p.m. at night, and like see like 5, 6, 7 gospel groups go up. And I was just always around it, you know, because of him. And of course, you know, most kids want to be like their parents for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And me and my dad were like super close. We were like that.
Yeah.
So it's like I just wanted to be like my dad. So originally I started doing music because of him, and I just over time I started to find my own love for it, like and just understanding what music meant to me and how it made me feel and how I wanted to make people feel, and you know, just things like that. But yeah, originally I started because of my dad.
That's awesome.
That makes a lot of sense, because even like listening to your music, you have a really strong feeling to your voice. Like you could tell it's genuine. And by you saying it comes from like a gospel background, that makes a lot of sense. You know?
For sure.
You know, it gives people that authenticness. And do you only do R&B, or do you?
For the most part? Professionally, I only do R&B.
Okay.
All of us like soul singers. We come from gospel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the church will always be a part of me. You know what I'm saying? God is always a part of me, and I always,
respect.
you know. But professionally,
Have you dabbled on any other genres at all? Like just for fun? Not
actually no. Just because this is just what I do really well.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those people that just try to be a jack of all trades. Like I'm like a master at what I do, and I enjoy doing that. And I've figured out a way to convey a certain kind of emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like I've really tapped into that, and a lot of singers don't. You know what I'm saying? So I know I found my lane. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy about that. You know?
No, that's good.
For sure.
What would you say was like, you know, the biggest moment that you realized like music was your true passion though?
Probably watching the Temptations movie.
Oh, I love the Temptations.
Okay.
I love the Temptations movie.
Okay.
Nah, for sure. I always would watch the Temptations movie. I had a real strong liking for Otis.
Okay, yeah.
Because Otis really kept everything together. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the focal point of the Temptations, you know what I'm saying? But he was the core of the group that always kept the group going, that always kept the group moving, that always kept the, you know, like, we'll always figure this out. And I think I kind of like took that, you know, quality and moved with that today. Like I'm always the guy that's like, all right, let's keep it moving. Like, all right, let's figure it out. It's like I really had a strong liking to him, and him and David Ruffin. David Ruffin was my man.
Yeah.
He was a character.
No, he was.
He's a character. But when we talk about stepping outside of a movie, you know what I'm saying, that had cinematic, things that might have been true, may not have been true, dramatic effect, or, you know what I'm saying, just things that are used to make movies, you know what I'm saying, embellishment and things like that. So when you step aside from the movie and you do your own research to really figure out the story of this person and who this person is, and I mean, because even in the movie, I mean, he was a powerful dude when it came to, like, he was a bad dude. Like, you ain't fucking with David Ruffin, you know what I'm saying? And even like listening to his music, like, you're not fucking with David Ruffin, you know what I'm saying? And I embody him and a lot of other soul singers when I do what I do. When it comes to my stage show, whether it be me just stepping out to the crowd and singing to a female, or just commanding all attention on me, like, you know, these are the things that I've learned from artists like that. So yeah, watching that movie and watching it over and watching it over and watching it over, like, I got to the point where it's like, man, I want to do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you know what?
I just want to command the crowd.
I grew up on that movie too. You know, my parents watched it so many times. I enjoyed the movie. Another movie I really loved was The Five Heartbeats.
Five Heartbeats is an amazing movie.
Love that movie. Yeah.
Amazing movie.
No,
amazing movie.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on the Temptations just because my parents, and you know, that's, I mean, they would even tell you, they call me super old just because I listen to, like, you know,
no, we call you super old because you're actually old. You're like the oldest one in the group right now.
They'll be listening to me like, you know, listening to old R&B, and you know, it's just
this man listens to MJ every single day. Yeah,
I believe it.
Facts. He can actually do the moonwalk pretty well. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
do it right now.
Not right now. We'll do that on another show. But facts. I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I was a Boys to Men.
Solid. And I between the Motown era, which was like the 60s, the 60s and everything like that.
Jackson 5.
For sure. And the 90s R&B era, like, I am a good mix between the two, because from
I can see it,
you know, from the soul perspective and the way I sing and how I sing, like, you get those classic, like, if I start naming like Luther Vandross, Al Green, David Ruffin, Teddy Pendergrass, you know what I'm saying? I could go down the line of just performers who have, you know, influenced Marvin Gaye, you know what I'm saying? I could, like, you start to see a little bit of me, and then when you get into the 90s R&B with the harmonies and the heartfelt songwriting and everything that, then you really start like, oh man, this kid is like really, like, you know what I'm saying?
He's really in tune. He's really in tune.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of, you know, when you were mentioning like how like you love like commanding the crowd, I want to speak a little bit upon your post on your Instagram where you're, I think it was your girl, you guys were out sitting on the grass.
No.
Oh, that wasn't? Okay, that was just like
you
a
killed
random.
it on that performance though. You killed it.
You did.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I thought it was your girl too.
Yeah. The way you came out there, it was like you the one.
Yeah.
I think that's what like you were saying, like commanding the crowd, how you sat down on the grass and she's like literally right in front of you. Yeah. It seems so intimate and it was just you two, but
that's something I do every performance.
Okay.
Every performance I have, I find a random woman in the crowd and just, you know.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
You gotta feel me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta and it's it started as like a dare.
Oh, really?
Right? It started as a dare. One of my homeboys from back in DC, I had a show. He was like, man, I bet you won't go out there and, you know, sing to that girl. My name Casanova.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And from there, it became, okay. Like, you know, and Shorty was eating it up. Like, eating it up. I was like, damn. I was like, fuck. Like, I might be good at this shit. And so I started, you know, every show I had, it was a test of like, okay, if you are who you say you are, and then you feel like you touch people the way that you touch them, then you should be able to go out into the crowd and at any given point in time and start singing to anybody, and they eat it up, and it looks as though like yo, that's gotta be your girl, because if it's not, like,
Hey,
she is now.
Yeah,
Like,
she is now. Yeah. Wait until after the mic turns off, you know? So it's that time.
Is that something you constantly do?
yeah, every show.
Every show?
Every show. Every show I
That's
do.
so smart though. Like, I know it started as a dare, but a lot of the legends too, when they go
Yeah.
on tour, that's
Yeah.
exactly what they do.
As you should.
You know?
I mean, you are a entertainer.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? People pay to come see you sing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I hit that stage and coming to the stage, William Casanova, my job from the time that I touch that stage to the time that I get off that stage is to make you understand why that person announced me to the stage. Like, oh shit,
like
this
that.
show wouldn't have been shit if it wasn't for him hitting that fucking stage. You understand what I'm saying?
Because you ain't no opener.
Yeah,
Like, you don't got an
feel me?
opener mindset.
But no,
You got-
even still though,
Yeah.
even if I open the show, I need you to know why they opened the show with
right.
me.
Yeah, exactly.
This is how the show is gonna go.
Yeah.
If I'm in the middle of the show, there's a reason why I'm in the middle of the show. If I'm at the end of the show, there's a reason why I'm at the end of the show. And my job is to make you feel that shit. If I go first, my job is to make sure I never go first again. Like, oh shit, we can never put them first. We fucked up with that. 'Cause
Right.
how the fuck we can't even put nobody after him.
That's why I said you can't be an opener with that mindset, bro. The opener is the warm up, it's not the finisher.
That's a fact. That's
Yeah,
a fact.
come
That's a
on.
fact. That's a
No, I
fact.
like that. What do you typically do? Like, how do you hype yourself up before a show? Like, what do you do to prepare yourself?
I don't do anything, man. You're
You're just ready to go out.
I have a mindset that every performance is another rehearsal. Because at the end of it, I'm my own worst critic, right? So I can have a performance, and it could go pretty well, but like the majority of people are gonna be like, "Yo, that performance was great, bro." And when I listen back to that performance, I'm critiquing myself.
Yeah.
From start to finish. So every performance is only going to get better and better and better and better and better. You understand what I'm saying? So I go into it with the mindset of art, because there's nothing that I can do to fucking make me be like, oh my God, I just did that. Like,
Yeah,
no, there's nothing. I'm always going to be like, yo, I could have did that shit better though.
Yeah.
I could have
Right,
did this better. I could have did that better. So we're going into it with the mindset that like, yo, this is another rehearsal. It takes ease off the nerves,
Yeah,
right?
I
This
can
is
see
not like a, I might, come back 2 years from now when I'm performing in front of 20,000 people, be like, yo, I don't think like that no more, because this shit is different.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But for now, I feel like everything that I do is in preparation for that 20,000 people arena. You feel what I'm saying? And until I get there, then I'm just practicing.
You're trying to play at Staples Center.
Exactly.
Is that
Exactly.
that's or stadiums?
Period.
Right.
Period.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I know once upon a time I did definitely I had a big crazy thing with anxiety.
Oh, really?
But then I just learned that at the end of the day, there's before the performance and there's a performance, and then before you know it, the performance is done.
Right.
So if that's going to be the case for every performance, then what the fuck am I about to sit here and fucking have anxiety for? You know?
Right.
So
you would actually get like a lot of anxiety before going up?
yo, it used to be bad. Like my shit used to be shaking and like it used to be bad.
Did you have to treat yourself at all?
Nah, man. I just I used it. I just used it and was just like, man, I'm gonna be all right. Like, and it's true. Like, I'm gonna be fine, bro.
Right.
You use them nerves because it's just like it's one thing that I know that I do is I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna sing my ass off, regardless if I'm nervous, if I'm whatever. I'm gonna sing.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had to find confidence in that to know that like, yo, bro.
No, I feel it.
You're
because-
David Ruffin 2.0.
No, because
You're good.
I've struggled with anxiety too. Just for random reasons. And I always try to think of something to calm me down.
Yeah.
And of course for you it's music.
Yeah,
it's
period.
going out there and performing.
And
that's your medicine.
Exactly. And then it's also too like I'm a live band type of person. So it's like going up there on stage and then having your band, like it might be my bass guitar player up there just hitting a line, just the like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? That makes me because like you said, music is what pushes me. Music is what makes me calm. Music is what makes me happy. Like, so it's just like to be up there with 5 other or 6 other people that feel the same way about music that you do, and they're playing their all, and they're doing it behind you, that pushes you just that much more to, you know, like, I gotta being nervous and being anxious because my piano player is back there fucking killing this shit right now. I gotta turn this shit up. Like,
this shit is bigger than me.
Nah, it is.
The whole group.
It is.
Can't let the group down.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
How many songs do you typically have on a set when you're performing?
Anywhere between 2 to 3.
2 to 3. So that's what, like 15 minutes?
15 to 25 minutes, depending, because I always try to put like extra on everything I do. Yeah. So I might do 3 of my songs, but I might intertwine like some covers in between in my songs and kind of make them my own type shit. So I really, like I said, I really value the live performance being an experience. You know, because if you wanted just to see me get on stage and just sit there and sing, you could just listen to the fucking song. You know, when you come to see somebody perform, I'm coming to see something, maybe not more, or maybe you're not expecting more, but I'm coming to give you more. You know what I'm saying? I want you to leave me like, man, god damn, I want you to go back and listen to that album 5 more times because I saw him live and I can't believe that shit was that amazing. I want to listen to it even more now. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
No, I like that. When you're up performing, like, do you try to not imagine anybody's there? Like, or do you literally just...
Nah, I feed off the crowd.
Okay. Yeah, because, you know, I've heard stories of other people, like, they try to ignore the crowd and they're just in their own zone. Like, so you're not that type of person.
Nah.
He can't be, especially when he's singing to the girls, like one
that's true.
looking at their face, you know, eye to eye.
My goal is to make the crowd my crowd. You know what I'm saying? Even if you didn't come to see me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my crowd. I command the audience when I hit the stage. If I get on stage and there's too much talking, I'm like, I might get on stage and say, how y'all doing? My name is William Casanova. Y'all all right? And they might not say nothing. Oh, no. Let's start this over because y'all got to talk to me. Y'all got to talk to me. I'm not one of these other performers that's going to get up here. Y'all we going to talk. We at home. Take your shoes off because it's about to get real homey and cuddly in here, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just little things that's going to, you know, make people like, oh, let me see what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so, Casanova.
Period. Exactly that. So it's shit that's going, even if you didn't, like I said, you didn't come to see me, by the end of my performance, you're going to be like, man, yo, like, I fuck with this dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's never a time when I get off stage where people don't come up to me and just be like, yo, bro, that shit was amazing. Like, and I feed off that shit. So I can't pretend like you're not there because it's just as easy for you to pretend that I'm not up or there on stage. You know what I'm saying? You got to give respect to get respect. So I want y'all to know that I know that you're there. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Like, I like that. The performance that you just recently did, is that the first one since like COVID or?
That's the first one since COVID.
So how did it feel? Like, you haven't performed in almost like a year. Like,
for me, actually, it was a little rusty for me. For me, not to anybody else. You know, of course, it would never be.
No, you're always killing it, bro.
Yeah, period. As I should. But you know, for me, I was a little rusty. My vocal cords wasn't tip top shape, in my opinion. But it was good to get back out there though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was good to I still got it. I still got it. I still got it. Yeah, for sure, man.
No, that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
So we already kind of touched base on like you doing different genre. Like, I asked you about different genre music. Like, outside of singing, do you listen to any other genres of music aside from? Like,
I listen to everything.
You listen to everything. Do you take inspiration from like pretty much everything?
I take inspiration from everything. You have to.
Yeah.
I feel like you have professionals in a field, right? Let's take a college professor of history, for example. For you to be able to call yourself a professor of history, you have to know history of, like, let's say just world history. You have to study that. You have to be a student of that. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just take a particular, like when world history is a broad topic. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just, well, I'm just gonna focus on the United States history, or I'm gonna focus on history at this certain point in time. Like, no, you have to study every part of that history. Right. And some part of history may not, I don't want to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to teach about this shit. I don't want to learn about this shit. But you have to, you know what I'm saying? So with music, I consider myself a professional. I consider myself, like when I say I love music, like, I hate people that say that I love music, and you don't love music. You love a particular genre of music. Right. You love rap. Right. You love R&B. You love rock. You love country. You don't love music. When you come out your mouth and say, I love music, you have to be able to find beauty in everything, even the shit that you're not going to listen to on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So for me, like, I'm not a big, like, rock fan, but I have certain rock songs that I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. I don't consider myself to be a big bluegrass fan, but I can appreciate, certain things about it. I don't listen to country every day, but I can say that, like, yo, I appreciate country, for certain reasons, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't turn my ear to anything because everything can help me. I can pull, I'm a producer, I'm a songwriter. So being a singer, like, yeah, that's one part of it. But when you are a producer and you say, like, you have to know how to put elements together and layer them in a way where it's like, and I'm pretty sure you guys can understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You're a videographer. So you have to be able to, when you went to school for videography, you had to learn, the foundation of everything. You already knew before you went, like, how to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So probably certain things at a certain point, like, I already kind of know this shit. But you still had to learn every aspect of that to be able to, like, all right, cool, I could take this and add it to what I already do and make that shit amazing. So like when it comes to the songwriting and producing and things of that sort, like I can use country because country has the best songs that you ever want to hear. Like, like literally listen to a Dolly Parton album. Like, bro, the songwriting is incredible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or let's take like rock, for example. Like, most people can't get past like, the heavy metal and everything like that. Like, okay, cool. When you're producing and you're trying to, let's say you're trying to put a lead guitar part in your song. If you don't know lead guitar licks, if you don't know, what I'm saying, this is how guitars sound in different, genres of music, then how the fuck can you convey that in your music that you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a multifaceted thing, but like, long story short, I listen to everything because I'm a true music lover.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's exactly. That's the answer I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear that answer. So speaking on that, like, have you implemented like country or rock into like the actual like instrumental or beat of a song yet? Have you thought about doing that?
It's hard to say that I haven't because music is nothing is original under the sun. I believe that.
No, that's true.
Then people will say that's not true. Fuck up. like there's nothing original under the sun. So I might have took something and not even consciously knew that came from that. You know,
but it was because you were inspired from it.
Or even that I just listened to something and I just took that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that I intentionally did, but I can't say that I didn't subconsciously take something from something else and use that in what I do. It's just because I'm made up of so much. Bro. Like musically, I'm just you can't put me in a box. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
I know. I feel that connection when you were mentioning about like listening to so many genres and taking what you hear from different genres and using it as your own, because I'm a dancer as well. And, being a successful dancer, choreographer, you have to, understand every genre. You have to be able and well-rounded and open-minded enough to understand every genre, even though that might not be something that you love or that you do, but understanding that makes you more of a well-rounded dancer, especially when it comes to choreography. Choreographing for these artists, maybe they make a different type of song. You got to know how to move to that.
I always enjoyed watching what was it? What was the jump? Was it Dancing with the Stars? It was either Dancing with the Stars or America's Next
Best Dance Crew.
Crew.
Because
the dance.
One of them they made the people like dance outside of what they were used to dancing.
That's Dancing with the Stars.
That's Dancing with the Stars, right? So your style of dancing may be like tango, you know what I'm saying? But now we need you to do a waltz type situation, and you got to learn how to waltz. Like that's tough. Like that's tough, and I think, that shows like, yo, are you a dancer for real, or do you just dance something that you're good at? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel that.
And in order to be successful in your craft, you have to really understand it like fully. Like just like music. You can't be niche. You have to. If you love music, you got to understand everything.
Everything for sure.
Yeah.
So, talking about music, continuing to talk about music, there's so many artists out there that, they're inspired by somebody.
Yeah.
There's tons, but give us your top 3. Like, who is like the top 3 you look up to most?
Marvin Gaye. David Ruffin, for sure. Can't leave him out.
I know I left you
hard.
A little.
Yeah,
it's hard, right?
Bro, that's hard.
It's hard.
That's hard because I mean.
It is hard.
Now, if you had said 5, we would have been good.
I was thinking about saying 5, but I was like, I want to see who your top 3 would be.
Marvin Gaye, David Ruffin. It's like I know the 2, but it's like they go hand in hand. I just don't feel right leaving one out with the. All right, so
give us the 4.
Let me explain myself. Luther Vandross,
okay,
because Luther Vandross was an extreme vocalist.
Yeah,
I always admired Luther Vandross' vocals. You know what I'm saying? And then Al Green. Because of his aura. His vocals was top notch too, but it was just everything. His vocals mixed with his stage show, mixed with it just. My mom always tells me this story about how she went to go see Al Green live, and he came out and he was just throwing roses out to the crowd. It's like when she told us, I could see it, and I was just like, damn, that's a. And I would go to YouTube and I would watch the live stage shows of everybody I name, I embody them in my live performance. Live performance is a really big part of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I embody all of these.
Yeah.
Like I've watched Luther Vandross YouTube videos where he was performing live and how he would just, he never danced, he never did anything, but his vocals was just, it was to the point where it's like you didn't need to see him do anything else except for hit the stage and just walk around and sing. That's all I wanted to see you do, because you sing that damn well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or Al, like I said, Al Green, he coming out and saying, I'm so tired of being. Oh, that's just
you're hitting us with a little something.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Might need to throw an instrumental on.
Yeah.
Or David Ruffin, that was just like, he could go from doing a dance and then boom, and come out and it was just so smooth, just, fucking him up. I'm like, God damn. Or Marvin Gaye, who was just like the embodiment of all of these, like, you know what I'm saying? And Marvin Gaye was just a cool dude, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Marvin Gaye was a cool dude, but he had his vibe was so, it was just different. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could play, he could sing, he did his own backgrounds, like, he produced, he wrote his songs, like, dude was, and then his live stage show, yo, the girls would go crazy when he hit the stage, bro. Like, bro, in y'all spare time, go watch Marvin Gaye, Distant Lover live.
Is it a live performance?
It's a live performance of him singing Distant Lover, bro.
Yeah. The song's already good by itself.
Yeah, facts. The performance,
the live
ridiculous, bro. So, these are people that I embody when you see me sing live, or you know what I'm saying, just in general with just my artistry. Like, I embody these people. I love these guys. Like, they made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? So
no, that's dope.
Yeah, that's dope. You have such like a professional like mindset.
Yeah.
You're a true musician.
Yeah, you're a true musician.
It's the
yeah,
true
yeah.
musician in you. Like,
For sure. Yeah. Were you like professionally taught, or you just like grew up with the gospel music and the gospel background?
So I, just like most kids in school, I did chorus.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, and I'm thankful for that because it provided, just the
like the foundation,
the theory, the foundation, the breathing techniques, like chorus is different. Like you learn choral. I was singing songs like Agnus Dei and things of that sort when I'm in like 8th grade, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that helped me, with, like I said, being a student of music is always gonna help you when you want to be a professional.
Yeah, forever a student.
Exactly that. And that was my first time stepping outside of myself to have to learn a song in a different language or how to properly, like, not just do the but like really, like really use your diaphragm when you say, you know what I'm saying? These things that were important to me being a singer and not just somebody that can sing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference. Like, you can sing, that's cute. Like no, I'm a singer. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I can sing pretty much anything, like for the most part, So it definitely helped me, you know what I'm saying, as a kid.
What was that back like in high school?
Middle school and high school.
Okay.
Middle school and high school. I did chorus like the whole time because that was just my thing.
And you didn't feel like you needed to take any more professional classes like afterwards? Like after high school, after graduate?
Nah.
Hey, you're like, I got this.
Nah. But don't get me wrong. Like, I would pay for vocal lessons for the rest of my life.
Okay.
If I had the money for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would because it's literally like, Michael Jordan had a trainer. Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan is the greatest athlete that probably ever lived. Or at least one of them. You know what I'm saying? He was self-motivated to be the greatest athlete of all time. He pushed himself to be great.
Right.
And then this guy had a trainer. Mm-hmm. Somebody that could tell him, that could push him to be greater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
he had to humble himself to be a student to whatever this person would, I'm Michael Jordan, bro. I don't gotta listen to fucking nobody, bro. Are you Denzel has one of the greatest quotes that I ever heard. He was just like, yo, I still get acting lessons. Mm-hmm. For what, bro? You're fucking Denzel, bro. Like the fuck you need to
exactly
because you can never stop learning.
Right.
You're never too smart to learn more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You never know everything.
No, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So said all that to say that I did get to a point where I was like, yo, I feel like I'm good. Mm-hmm. But that's not to say that I could get me a vocal coach tomorrow that could elevate me to be at the level of like where I'm unfucking touchable. You can't touch me now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because not only am I who I am by myself, I have somebody else that's pushing me to be greater than the person that I already am that was shitting on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how I looked at the Jordan thing. Like, Jordan was already Jordan, bro. I don't gotta fucking do anything else to fucking be better than you. But guess what? I got somebody that's in behind me that's pushing me to be better than I'm already am.
Yeah,
so
facts.
I'm really gonna be fucking untouchable. Like, like why not? Like, and like I admire the athlete mindset so much, you know what I'm saying? Like I even went through a whole like transition myself from just losing weight. I dropped like almost like 70 pounds.
Dang.
We were gonna talk about that. Yeah. Since we're in it, let's talk about the weight loss journey, man. It's crazy seeing, the before and after. Yeah. Like what motivated you to, go through the process of trying to lose weight?
It was something that was always holding me back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we all deep down inside want to be our best selves. Mm-hmm. And whether that be, athletic or, physically fit or six pack or whatever it is, like you always want to be that person that's like, especially us men. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to corner it to just be a gender-based thing. But, as men, we want to be the alpha male. We want to be that pride. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my favorite movies is 300.
Oh, I love 300. Yeah, good cinematography right there.
Like if you wanna to know about me and my mindset and how I think about things and how I go about things, yo, watch 300.
Yeah,
cause I fuck with that shit. Like
I love that movie.
Like, yeah, movie's amazing, bro. Like and like even going down to just the whole premise of the movie. Like Leonidas went to die. Mm-hmm. He knew he was gonna die.
Yeah.
All of his men knew that they were gonna die at some point. But fuck it. Cause we gotta prove a point because y'all got us fucked up. This is Sparta. For real. And it's gonna be me and 300 men. Yeah. It's gonna fuck shit up. We gonna go. We know we going. Yeah. But before we go, let you know you shouldn't have fucked with us. 300 men fucked all of y'all up. Yeah, now imagine when I get the whole army together and fucking what we gonna do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's facts.
And that's how I live my life. It's just like, it's the principle. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to the weight loss thing, like I said, it's something that I felt like it was holding me back. Mm-hmm. I felt like it was something that was always like, if I'm already this. And I'm fucking 240 something pounds, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now imagine if I drop this fucking weight and put a little bow on me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like
on top of your voice.
Type shit. So what the fuck is really going, you know what I'm saying? Chris Brown gonna have a problem. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Chris Brown gonna have a problem. Yeah. And the only thing that's left for me
have a problem, B.
Yeah. Only thing that's left for me to do is to get my man to teach me how to dance, and then I'm fucking the game up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
we ain't gonna take him down. We're gonna take him up.
Period. Period. So it literally was the drive of me wanting to be my best myself. I was 29. I'm about to turn 30. I am 30 now, but I was at the time I'm about to turn 30.
Right.
I've lived my life 29 years. One way.
Exactly.
So what can I do to change things to make let's live life a different way.
Right.
Let's just see how, fuck it. Let's go on this diet.
Right.
Fuck it. Let's lift these weights.
Yeah.
Let's go run on this treadmill. Like, what's the worst that can happen?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm losing weight. I'm getting healthy. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking better. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the worst that could fucking happen from me losing a couple fucking pounds? Like, and most people don't do it because it hurts. It's fucking ass. Right. Don't get me, like, bro, that shit is ass, bro.
No, it is, for sure.
I'm waking up every day, fucking everything is hurting. Back is hurting, legs is hurting, chest is hurting, arms is hurting. Hungry as fuck. Like, tired. It's miserable, bro. Yeah. It's fucking miserable. Like, and I truly understand and empathize with the people who try to start to lose weight and don't finish it, because it's just like the human mind where I feel like we are naturally inclined to do the things that are comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So at the point where something is pushing you past being comfortable, like, it's a scary place. It is. It's not. It's a scary place. It's a sad place. Sometimes it's a place that it doesn't feel good. It hurts. Like, I want to go back to this shit that makes me feel good. It makes me feel nice, and I work hard every fucking day. I don't work hard every day to come home and be hungry and miserable and hurting, and you know what I'm saying. But also too understanding that, like, nothing great in life comes without sacrifice. Shout out to Kobe Bryant.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really admire the athletic mindset, especially those of the greats. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Because it's just like, you really have to turn your brain off. You know what I'm saying? For all of those things that that are going to stop you from being amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What if Jordan had stopped when, he got cut from the middle school team or the high school junior varsity team or whatever?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if Kobe had just said, like, you know what, bro? Like, I don't really want to ball like that. Like, it's cool, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like everyone else.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He could have lit that first year of him going pro, because he was ass his first year. You know what I'm saying? Not really ass, but it was just like, He didn't do that
You could
good.
tell, yeah.
What if he had to let that defeat him? Like, yo, maybe I wasn't meant to be in the NBA.
Right.
Nah, he turned that shit up. Like, man, fucking nah, this is what I fucking do.
Right.
Fucking Kobe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
live and
so
breathe
it's
that
like,
shit.
exactly. So it's always the constant want to be your best self.
Right.
And I just got to a point where it's like, yo, like, especially with the pandemic and everything that was going on, all the death that was going on, and you ain't have nothing else to do.
Right. Couldn't go out.
The shit that hit me, that really hit me, was like when I saw, like, yo, somebody said, yo, if you didn't do anything to level yourself up during this time, you literally wasted your time.
Damn,
like,
that's
if
deep.
you didn't,
No, that I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
if you didn't take this time to level yourself up in any type of shape, form, or fashion, bro, you're never gonna do it.
Right.
Because you had
Totally
nothing
agree.
to do.
Right.
You had nothing
You had
to
no
do.
excuse.
Yeah.
No excuse.
Right.
I saw so many of my friends opening businesses. I saw so many of my friends like doing shit that they wanted to do that they all, and I'm sitting here like, yo, well, all right. Well, what is it that you want to do that you always wanted to do that you never did?
Right. Because this would be the perfect time to do it.
To fucking do it.
Right.
Like,
Facts.
man, let me lose this fucking.
No, I feel you because
he's
I'm
on
actually in that stage right now. I recently lost 30 pounds. Lost it in
Congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah, 4 months, 30 pounds.
happy for you,
so
bro.
I feel you when you say, you know, it's miserable, it's terrible.
It's fucking
you
miserable,
know,
bro.
but
And people try to sell you this shit on like, yo, it gets, yo, you just gotta work through it. Yo, you do gotta work through it, but that shit's fucking ass.
Right.
That shit is ass juice.
physically,
Bro,
yeah,
it's fucking ass.
I think, you're right when it, like, I feel like it's more mental than physical.
It is.
Because in the long run, you got to
is.
keep that mentality
It
all the
is.
way through. It's easy to start, but it's hard
It's
to
hard
finish.
to, it's hard to finish
and keep going.
And I respect people on a whole new level. Like those people that like be walking around 6-pack. Like, you know, you like, I used to look at those like,
Right.
what the fuck, bro? Like, ain't nobody
Put a shirt on.
But no, like I fuck with these people.
for
And
sure.
like, cause it shows
Yeah, the mental
how
strength.
you either are extremely fucking loose up top or you really got that shit together up
Right.
top. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Sure.
you really have to have a strong mental to say that, like, yo, I'm gonna push myself every fucking day,
Right.
even when I feel like I'm about to give up on this shit. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Exactly.
respect it. A whole new level, bro.
Right.
Like
No,
a whole
I'm
new
the
level
same,
of
yeah.
respect, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
so anybody that has lost 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever, like, my hat's off. My
Right,
hat's
right.
off because I've been there. I went all the way. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
I didn't halfway through it. I went like,
Facts.
and I did it in a short amount of time.
Did you start during COVID, like the beginning of COVID?
I
or-
started like towards like we about to come out of this shit. I started it in October
Okay.
of last year. And by March, I had already dropped. Like, I started as 240. At March, I was 200.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm
good.
saying?
That's good,
In
bro.
Very short amount of time.
Yeah, that's great.
And then I started turning up and lifting up the weights and everything like that. By May or June, I was the 170.
Oh,
No,
shit.
damn.
That's
Yo.
crazy.
Bro, I wasn't
big.
fucking around.
Yeah.
And then and it takes a lot of people a lot longer to do what
It does.
I did, you know what I'm saying?
it does.
So I just like, and I use that now to do everything. Like I'm unstoppable.
Right,
Like
right.
I'm unstoppable now. Like there's nothing that anybody can
Let's
do.
speak upon
lifestyle.
that. Like, how did that correlate into like different aspects of your life? Like, how did that help? Besides
I mean,
just like physically.
Mentally,
mentally,
there's nothing that I can't do, and I'm convinced of that.
Right,
Like
right.
there's no, like I was already this person that had the personality that, you know, I could talk to anybody.
Right.
I can sell anything to anybody. You know, I worked in women's shoes for like almost 10 years, bro. So I know how to talk to women. I know how to sell to women. I know how to sell to anybody. I can sell to a husband. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this is what your wife needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like all of these skills that I already had, you know what I'm saying? Now I just walk in confidence and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing that no one can tell me about anything. I've done what the bottom 90% of people fail at doing.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a top 10%er.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type shit. And so with that, like, I just apply that to everything, whether it be music, whether it be business, whether it be just me and my everyday life. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And trying to convince my landlord that he's a dickhead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, actually having him come like, maybe I am a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Like real life. Like, you know, I apply it to everything. Like, I literally tell myself, like, yo, there's nothing that you can't do. Look what you did, and look with how with just with a little bit of focus. Not even a little. I mean, all of my focus. Don't get me wrong,
for sure.
But you know what I'm saying? With just taking 8-9 months out to just focus on one goal. Now, your mind is that powerful to do that. Now, imagine if you just take that and apply it to A, B, C, D, F, G. Like, for example, my album that came out just recently, bro. I mean, you guys have heard it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I've been working on it for a while, but to take something that I have been working on for a while and actually put it out in a way where it's like, oh, yo, he's on some shit. Like, he's
for sure.
Oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? And even to working with you, you know what I'm saying? And the things that we have to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited about it.
I'm so excited.
I wanna save that for later.
Yeah,
because, you know,
Save the best for last.
Yeah, no, I do have some, you know, we want to get into some other things.
Let's talk about your album a little bit. Like,
No, hold on.
okay, go ahead.
Let's save the album for almost later.
Okay.
One thing I want to get into is because, you know, how I know you is American Idol.
Okay.
So continue with the whole, you know, music thing.
Yeah.
What was the experience with American Idol? Your audition was funny, bro. Like, that shit made me crack up.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Like,
shout out Katy Perry, man.
Yeah, no, with Katy Perry, bro, that part cracked me up.
Yeah, nah.
No, how was the whole experience?
I was gonna suck her toes.
Oh,
That was funny.
Suck them jumps.
Yeah, that was funny, bro.
it looked like she about to suck yours.
I was hoping so. But it was an amazing experience. I would not change that. I wouldn't change that. I had to think about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have changed that. It was an amazing experience. I met some amazing people. I learned a lot about the business.
Yeah. Industry side.
The
The music industry.
well, not the music industry, but just show business. Like,
Show business.
TV shows
Yeah.
and how they work.
You're
and-
behind the scenes, pretty
exactly
much.
the things that, you know, the majority of people don't see.
Yeah,
And then I appreciated that process. You know what I'm saying? It really opened my eyes to see, you know, what things are and what things are not, and things of that sort. But it was an amazing experience. I met some of the coolest people that you ever want to meet, some of the most talented people you ever want to meet, even from the producers and you know, executive producers and showrunners, and everybody that's there is you know, they're amazing in their own right. They're all there for a purpose, of course. So, you know, we're here to do a job, but it's just like outside of the job and outside of the TV show and all of those things, when you just get down to the people that were there, it was just an amazing experience, and I won't take that back for anything. Would I do it again? No. I would not.
Why?
Just because of the person that I am. I don't think that that show necessarily correlated to me and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. That show it's catered to a certain artist. You know what I'm saying? That it's necessary for certain artists. You know what I'm saying? Do I feel like everybody needs to be on a TV show, American Idol, The Voice? You got to. No, you don't.
Right.
I agree.
You don't. We're not.
You got social media.
It's not the early 2000s anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have outlets. We have ways to do this thing. So my advice to anybody is like, if you got something going and you got your thing running and you got fan base and you got people, like, just find a way to tap into that and expand that and build that. You don't need a TV show to be who you want to be. Start your own fucking TV show. Yeah.
Right.
Nowadays.
Exactly.
I mean, we started the Artistry Drop right now.
Yeah.
This is our own show.
Let's go.
Type of shit. So it's just like, but no, I'm super grateful for that experience. It definitely was something that helped exposed me to people that I would have never otherwise met. People that would never heard of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was a great experience.
Are you still connected to some of those people that you met?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, with one of those to say this without like, that's that's going to be that certain people, that's the greatest moment in their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me, that was a stepping stone.
Yeah.
But for a lot of the people, like that was one of the greatest moments in their lives.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll always be, connected. That'll always be, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm that person, like when I walk in a room, I'm there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like everybody that was there when I was there, they know me.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's dope.
From the contestants to the producers, when you say William Casanova, fucking Will, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, even from the audition, the moment you stepped right, they knew you were something else.
I walk in the room, bro, like, yo, you gonna know I'm fucking here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, Katy Perry was on you for sure.
No, shoot. No. What's up, Katy?
Would you say that American Idol helped you get to where you're at right now?
Yeah, and how was like the before and after?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Yeah.
No?
No. It gave me. I'm a real dude, yo.
I can tell.
I'm a real dude, so
No,
it's
speak
like,
it.
so it's like I'm gonna keep shit real always. We live in an era of clout, where clout is worth almost more than money is nowadays. You know,
people do anything for it.
Exactly that. So, American Idol gave me a lot of clout. Gave me a certain perception of me being this person that's bigger than what I am. You know what I'm saying?
That's respect.
So that was cool. Don't get me wrong. And it's still cool. Like, yo, I'm on American Idol. Everybody knows what the fuck American Idol is. You know what I'm saying? So I could go anywhere and be like, y'all. And not only was I on American Idol, like I was on American Idol and blazed. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You went pretty far. Tell people how far you went.
I blazed on American Idol. Like, it wasn't like I was this guy that was like you go watch that audition, you're like, shit. Like, this fucking guy's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I blazed that shit. So it's like, so that's something I can always take with me. So for me, it was a portfolio filler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's a great portfolio to have. You
understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, it was like, yeah, I've done this. Like, oh, an American Idol. Like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And in the era that we're living in, where clout and perception is major and key. It's cool to walk in a room and be like, yo, I'm a singer. Like, oh, yeah. Because, we live in LA. So you know how it is. Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I dance. Oh, what do you do? I act. Oh, what do you do? I sing. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. Nobody really, you know what I'm saying, takes you serious until they see you doing some shit. So to walk in a room and be like, yo, yeah, I sing. Like, oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I was on American Idol. Oh, you was on American Idol. But I don't use that shit, bro. I don't like you. If you go to my page, that shit's not in my bio.
No. Yeah,
that's not. You know what I'm saying? My roommate said the other day. I think one of his friends. He was on the phone with one of his friends. And one of his friends was asking me, like, yo, do you walk around and do you use American Idol? I'd be like, nah. And then he sat there and made a face. He was like, you know what, bro? I have never heard you say like ever that you was on American Idol. It's always somebody else. Like I'll go to a party with like my boys and be like, yo, this is my boy Will. He was on American Idol. I'm looking like, bro, shut the fuck up.
I would never introduce
you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, but people they draw to that shit.
Especially in LA.
Especially here in LA. Different. Yeah. You know, out here they're like, oh, you was on American Idol? Let me see your audition. Like, and then my boy will put the shit on and shit. And I'm saying, like, bro,
they gotta check the receipts and everything.
Nobody want to watch this shit, bro. Like that shit is like shit is such a like I said, it was a portfolio filler for me. It's not something. It's not what I lead with because I'm me on American Idol and me as in real life as the person that I am and the artist that I want to be are two totally different people.
Yeah,
and then the thing that if I have to say anything bad about American Idol is that you don't control how you get perceived. You don't control how, they control that shit.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just, if they hired you tomorrow to go work on a TV show, you are going to be sitting there going through hours of footage, editing shit, putting the audio with the, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. No, that's the other thing about the film industry, is they already have the right to play around and make you.
You sign that over.
Exactly. They can switch things around.
And I'm not saying anything else.
And some people actually do know not to say too much because they will flip it.
Yeah, people are dumb. No, people are dumb. Like, people are literally dumb. They'll get on here and they'll tell you everything. Like, ooh, I love y'all, but I ain't telling y'all shit.
Right. That's facts.
No, for real. No,
you gotta take care of your own at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, that's dope though, and like I said, I think you still had a great audition. It made me laugh.
For sure. And I appreciate American Idol for everything that they did. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool situation, and I love that shit. Like that shit was really, man. If it really had it went how I wanted it to go,
right?
Yeah.
Would have turned American.
If it would have
Idol
went how
up.
the people wanted to go, because I know you had a lot of people behind your back.
I had a lot of people behind me, bro. I had a lot, man.
I'm sure.
Shout out DC, man. DC was behind me heavy. DC was behind me heavy as shit, bro.
No, that's dope. You got it, especially when you have your hometown. That's exactly why with the Artistry Drop, we're still repping for Seattle. I mean, that's like
as you should. As you should.
Even though we're here in LA, like I'm still.
And y'all team ain't shit, but you know.
Yeah. This year.
My team ain't ever shit. So
no, that's true. You guys had to change your name.
Yeah, no, I'm a Redskin for life.
Okay.
I'm a Redskin for life.
That's fine. Like, do you think they're getting into football for a quick?
Yeah.
Like, do you think they're gonna actually add like another name to it? Because right now it's just the Washington football team.
I don't give a fuck what they do.
You're still gonna rock.
I just want them to fucking win.
We'll see, bro. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll see you at Super Bowl. Who knows? No, for sure. Even us.
Maybe when I'm like 47.
All right. So now let's get into the album. Because you brought some new music out. Yeah. You actually sent me some of the songs
before
before.
Hey.
You're welcome.
And were you scared I was gonna leak those?
Man, I wasn't really scared, but you just gotta let people know, like, yo, look, bro.
Yeah.
The shit you have, nobody has this shit. Okay,
special.
I don't need you to be walking around going showing all your singer buddies and they're like, oh, this shit. Let me record this shit. This shit's hot. And before I get to drop my album, I'm hearing it be like that sometimes on somebody's shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Now, I know it's only mama. I sent this shit to.
Like, I would never do that, honestly. Like I'm a professional. Like,
for sure.
Like the fact that you sent me and gave me, you trusted me with it. I appreciated that. And like I said, I'm super excited for what we got planned. We'll get into that a little bit later.
But essentially, I want you and everything that you have going on to be a part of me and what I have going on. So at some point in time, you have to be able to, if this is something we're doing for the long run and for the long haul, like I consider everybody that I work with family. You know what I'm saying? And so with family, you have to trust family. You have to take care of family. Like you have to do right by family. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and sometimes that has, come back to bite me, because, but at the end of the day, like you are who you are. And I'm a person that's just very genuine and transparent. And I really just want people to feel where I'm coming from and see the vision of what I'm trying to do. Yeah. And so like I said, when I hit you up, I was like, yo, bro, I want you to be a part of everything that I got going on. You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciated it. Because I was already, like I said, I was going to reach out to you anyways, you know, and the fact that you hit me up first, I was like, oh, fuck, So, like I said, I'm excited to, be a part of your family.
Nothing is coincidence, man. Nothing is coincidence.
We're gonna kill some shit out, but let's get into the album. Like, what? Because I did listen to your album on YouTube, like the very first one. That shit was dope. Like,
which one? 3 Year Engagement?
Yeah, I think it was like 28. Bro, that shit was dope. Like, I listened to the whole thing, and then I was going back to the songs that you were playing for me.
Yeah,
it's totally different. Like, what made you want to change your route with this new album versus like the old one? Because the old one definitely had a lot more. It was fast, upbeat.
Yeah. I found myself. I found my lane. I think everybody has to find themselves. I think we all in life as humans and people, we go through a phase of trying to figure out who we are. And in that phase of trying to figure out who we are, we go through different little, you know what I'm saying? Like, and at some point in time, you can almost say that you're guilty of chasing what's hot or trying to emulate other people or other things or be something that you're not, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's only after you truly become who you are, it's when you realize, like, because you don't realize it in the moment that you're like, you know what I'm saying, that you're finding yourself or that you're trying to be something that you're not. It's only after you really, really figure out who you are and what you want to do and how you want to do it, and you know that you realize, like, yo, like, that shit wasn't really it for me. You know what I'm saying? I go and I bring that, I bring an example of that. So Prince, his most famous work was Purple Rain. Right? Everybody loves Prince's Purple Rain. The whole album, the movie, everything.
The movie.
Of course.
Everything.
Yeah.
Erykah Badu tells this story about how her mama met Prince. I guess they were like meeting up to, you know, go see Prince, and you know, she was gonna bring her mother to meet Prince. Erykah Badu's mother brings the vinyl record, I think, of Purple Rain, right?
The original?
And asks Prince to sign the record. And Prince says no.
Oh.
This is Erykah Badu's mom, okay?
Right. Yeah.
And Prince tells Erykah Badu's mom, like, he's not gonna sign that. And when she asks why, he said, because I don't represent that anymore. That's not something that I don't stand behind that anymore. It's not who I am. I'm not signing that. Like right now, if you had brought it up to me in the 82 or 84, whenever it came out, then yeah, I would have signed it. But that's just not who I am anymore. And I think that was, I mean, now that's extreme as fuck. Like, that is. Relax, bro. Like, just sign the shit, right? But you know what I'm saying? But that's a testament into how we all evolve and we all grow. And in a moment of us doing something, it feels right and we think that it's right, but as we grow and we evolve and elevate, we realize who we really are. And you know, shout out to all the music that I've made, you know, prior to this point. But I think with the project that I just dropped, that is me. That is who I am. That, I mean, and that all my music is me. You know what I'm saying? You can hear a little bit of me in everything that I do.
Just different phases.
But I gave, different phases. But in this one, I really found myself. And I gave all of me. I gave everything I had to this project.
I love the album.
It was in a very emotionally draining album for me to make. But it was therapy also. You know, I went through heartbreak with that album. I reminisced on times where I wasn't the best person to somebody in that album. I reminisced on sitting back and trying to find the kind of love that I wanted to find. Like, you know, I've been all types of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's different types of niggas, you know what I'm saying? You have your dog nigga, you have your ain't shit nigga, you have your in love nigga, you have your hurt nigga, like, and I've been all of them. I've been every single one of them. And if you listen to my album from start to finish, you hear in every different song, you hear a different type of dude. You know what I'm saying?
It has true meaning. Like, you literally wrote these songs based on your stories.
And when I was listening to it, I didn't use the N-word, but I was like, man, this is different types of love. You know? No, every type of love.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And so, yeah, man, I just really found myself. And I put myself into that project. You know what I'm saying? So
no, it turned out amazing. You know? Can you give the viewers a little something?
No.
You gotta go.
You either gotta go listen to the album or you gotta come to the show.
Give the people a little bit of a time frame. You said you know, it was a different phase of your life. How much time did passed from your first album to your second album? for you to like really find
this
yourself?
is like my first album, to be honest with you. Everything else was like a mixtape type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit was dope though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like all the ones I heard on YouTube, I was like, damn, this shit is dope.
Fire for sure. But
fire.
it was just like, you know.
No, I know what you mean.
You feel me?
always gotta elevate.
Right. You hear the
you gotta
difference.
keep rising. You
And
know?
I think like every artist goes through that like phase of like trying to find themselves, trying to find their sound. So I kind of wanted to, you know, pick at your brain a little bit for like other upcoming artists who kind of like maybe even look up to you, you know. How did you find your way and how long did that take for you?
I mean, it took a while.
Yeah.
It took a while. Like, man, you gotta understand, bro. I'm 30 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, some of these songs I wrote when I was like 25, 26. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
it took this long to put into production then.
Yeah, to really, and you know, and a lot of these songs that you hear on the album, there are different versions of these songs that you'll never hear. You know what I'm saying? But it took me, and in different aspects, like it took me to get settled in my production. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you hear some of the early versions of these songs with different beats to them, you'll be like, I'm not feeling that song the same way. It took for me to really, you know, get in my producer's bag and listen to music a little bit more and evolve and just being a producer alone. Fuck being a singer, fuck being a songwriter, just in my production.
Right.
Yeah.
How can I grow and elevate? Like, and I've grown a lot. You know what I'm saying? Musically and in my understanding of music and how to put it together and layer it in a way where a song can be the best song that it can be and convey emotion and make you, like how a piano can make you feel the lyrics of a song.
Right.
Because to the average person, you wouldn't even be able to correlate the two. Like, how can a piano elevate lyrics?
Right.
Like, okay, cool. It's the difference between me singing a song with a full band versus fuck the band, just me and the piano.
Yeah.
You feel it more.
Right. It's
You
more
know what I'm
intimate.
saying? So some of the songs like, yo, I don't need all that shit that I had on it. I just need a lead guitar on that shit. And you really understand what the fuck is going on a lot better.
You thought it needed more, but it actually needed less.
It needed less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that took me to go years of hearing more music and growing. Because if I had to release that when I thought it was ready, you know what I'm saying? If I had to release it when I thought it was ready, it wouldn't have hit the same way.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a great point because I wanted to talk about something sort of like that. Would you rather wait years for like one song? Would you rather wait years to release it, or would you rather put it out for content?
Bro, I'm not one of these new.
You're a true musician. I know.
Bro. I'm not gonna sacrifice
quality over quantity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna sacrifice the art for content. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
No, I had that question because, you know, there are other artists out there that literally
That would just
they'll
push
just-
it out.
They'll put it out for
Now, don't get me
content, you know?
wrong. I'm in my bag now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who I am now. I know what I'm doing now. I just put out what I put out.
Right.
So I'm in. I could go for another album. Give me like a month. I could put out another album that is hitting even harder than the shit that you just heard.
Yeah.
I'm in
It
my
can do
bag.
numbers.
But you also got to understand too, when you're an artist, you have to know when like I'm in my bag, and you also have to know when like, all right, this ain't it right now. I need to chill. Like, I need to take some time out. You gotta live life, man. You gotta listen more. Like, this new music coming out every day.
Yeah.
Like, there's new sounds coming out every day.
always changing.
Like, but the game up though. A lot of the songs that are on this album, like I said, I wrote, sang, and produced these songs 2016, 2017. So that shows you, like, it's 2021. It shows you how far in advance my mind was and the kind of music, the quality music that I was creating. I can create something today, right? And put it out 10 years from now. And in 10 years from now, they will fucking love that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm putting out quality music. You understand what I'm saying?
And it's one of those things like what you mentioned. You put out something 10 years, 20 years later, people are still. I mean, like I said, going back to Michael Jackson, like I grew up with MJ. He's one of my idols, you know, and I still listen to all of his music almost every day. You know? So, I mean, I understand what you're saying as well. You know, like you want your music to be to the point where people are listening 20, 30, 40 years into the future.
Exactly.
And your legacy is still rolling,
exactly
you know?
Exactly.
Because you're not trying to make hits, you're trying to make classics.
Type shit. You know? One of the like pinnacle songs on the album, Coulda Woulda Shoulda Blues. Everybody loves that song. Loves that song. Too. And that song came from a real place. Came from a super real place. I wrote that song in 2016.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the song hasn't changed that much since I wrote it and performed it. You know what I'm saying? But I wrote it in 2016 and recorded it in 2017. And I've done little things to it since then. Yeah. But I just put that out. And people are like, yo, this shit is fucking crazy.
Right.
I could have put it out in 2016 and got the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you really have to know what you're doing and able to do that. But long story short, you have to believe in what you're making to the point where it's like, yo, I'm not going to rush this. I know it's good. I know this shit is amazing. Right. But I'm not going to put it out just for the sake of putting it out for content. Nah, I'm going to put it out right when the moment is right. When people's ears are open to hear it. Yeah. Right? Because, I mean, like I said, I could have put it out in 2016 and it could have been amazing. It could have pushed me to a point where, you know, I could have been bigger before now. Right. But it landed at the right time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I feel like right now it's a need for good quality music.
I think so too.
There's not really a lot of male R&B artists that are really giving you good. There are a lot. Don't get me wrong. You know, and I don't want to, you know, try to cross that line or anything like that to make it seem like nobody's doing anything.
Yeah, I'd say you're talking maybe about true R&B. Yeah, like exactly what you're
there's
doing.
Not a lot of that.
Yeah, it's not.
There's some, but it's not a lot.
Yeah,
so you know, I think that just the timing is right. The timing was right, and I did it the right way.
Oh, you killed it, bro. Like, what would you say is your favorite song on the album, or is every song your favorite on the album?
No. Damn, why would you do that?
I had to.
We hit him with the favorites. It's tough.
That's tough.
Top 3, top 1 now.
There's got to be one that means the most to you.
It be like that sometimes.
I like that one.
It be like that sometimes. Because It Be Like That Sometimes was a point where I got over. That was the moment that I was like, I'm over this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not hurt no more. I'm not at a place where I'm trying to figure out why it happened. I'm not at a place where I wish I could go back and redo things. I'm not in a place where I'm trying to do other things to try to get my mind off of it. Like, I'm at peace with this situation. I left everything on that track. Like that part 2, where I, you know what I'm saying, where I was just really went in. You know what I'm saying? They say love is only good with the right person at the right time, but does the right person with the wrong time and still get a second try? I thought I died to you. Probably because a nigga just put so much time into you. I guess these days, just as invaluable, they don't value the dude that always tells the truth and don't lie to. You know what I'm saying? I started going, like, I really went in.
Bro, you should have sung that for us.
I really went in on that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that part 2, because the part 1 was me really, like, you know, walking you through my mind.
Right.
Of
painting
everything.
The picture.
You know, painting the picture of the whole thing. And the part 2 was the closure. Right. Because I really, with that situation, I never really got any closure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And coulda, woulda, shoulda, I say, I don't think I'll ever had a proper closure, because when couples leave each other and they break up, the one that always suffers was the real one in love. You know what I'm saying? type shit. I never got any closure from that situation. It's nothing that girl could have told me that would have made me feel better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that we could have talked about or whatever. Like, there was no closure to be had. Right. So the only closure that I had to have was with myself, was a conversation with myself. Yeah. Was a conversation of me just saying the things that I needed her to say, or needed her to hear. Yeah, but without me having to like even like, you don't even gotta hear it.
And I think that's why it touched so many people, because a lot of people went through that situation too. I went through that situation.
People love it be like that sometimes. That's a lot of.
No, it's a good jam.
Yeah, a lot of people's favorites. And it's just like it's real.
Right.
And I really just I put all of me into that, and that's why I think that is my favorite track on there, because like I really got to a point where like, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Like once I had, finished that song, my best friend Tatum was with me in the studio when I made that song. And when I finished that song, I think I sat down and cried for like 5 minutes, bro. And after that, I was good, bro.
Yeah.
I was over it. And I cried because I knew I had finally got to a point where like, I was good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's therapeutic. The album's therapeutic.
It is.
Yeah. So we know how you got to where you are now and who you are now.
Yeah.
What are your goals like looking into the future?
I literally want to be a staple in R&B. I want to be the person, like we have all these greats that you have to name when you speak of R&B greats. You know what I'm saying? No. I want to be one of those. And I don't want to. Music is not something I want to do forever.
Yeah.
Like I'm so good. I'm good at so many things. Like, like I'm a personality, bro.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
I see it.
I know that about myself. And music is not something that I know that I'm gonna do forever. Like nobody can do music forever.
Exactly.
Unless you're fucking Drake. But shout out to Drake, man.
Drinking in here.
Drake has got something in the water, bro. I don't know what the fuck he's drinking, but that shit's amazing. But like no, but realistically though, like nobody stays hot forever. Yeah. Like you can stay hot for a long time, but at some point in time, like man, niggas ain't gonna want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah. So with me having that realistic expectation, I want to leave my mark while I can leave my mark, and when it's time for me to transition, I can bow out gracefully. Lauryn Hill only has one album.
Yeah.
One album, bro. One album. Yeah. And she is literally.
She has hits on there, though.
You cannot name. You can't speak R&B. Female vocalist without saying Lauryn Hill.
Facts.
And she did that with one album, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Get the fuck. Like, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it can be done. It can be done.
Well, you remember where she came from, too. Sister Act.
Yeah, no, like, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
she really, I mean, she came from the Fugees too.
Yeah, the Fugees.
Yeah, for sure. But she stepped out on her own. Outside of the acting, outside of the rapping, and just put out a solid ass project that lived forever.
Yeah, there's hits on there.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill will live forever, bro.
That legacy.
Sure. So it doesn't take you having to put out an album after album after album after. You ain't gotta do all that to make your mark.
Right.
You just gotta make that like when you make that shit count.
Yeah.
Make it count. And that's all I want to do, bro. If I could drop 2 albums and have those 2 albums be the best fucking albums of all fucking time, I've done my job.
Right.
I don't have to be. I could fucking tour off those 2 albums and get rich and still, like, yo, how many albums do Usher have? Usher has endless.
Hella.
Like, what is his number 1 album? Confessions.
Confessions.
Okay, I was gonna say you got a lot of number 1s.
I don't know. I had like 8701.
I mean the 80s, but 8701 lived so Confessions could be what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
Confessions is his number 1 album. You know, he doesn't have to really make another album again because at the end of the day, he will never make anything greater than Confessions. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he has hits after hits. So
that's
like,
facts.
Honestly, I can. You know, I've watched Usher in concert like 3 times, and he plays the same songs. But reason why I keep going is, you know,
shit.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to do a lot to do a lot.
Yeah.
Right. For sure.
And I know that. So My goal is just to leave my mark, bro. I just want to leave my mark and have it mean something. I don't want to have to be this artist that has to continuously put on music and put out no.
Yeah.
We are gonna put out a select few projects, and these shits are gonna mean the fucking world to everybody. Like, you can't talk about R&B without talking about these 3 albums by me.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo has all of, which is one of my favorite singers.
Okay.
D'Angelo has all of 3 albums. But his album Voodoo was which was his second album, which is my favorite. You can't even talk about R&B without talking about that album.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's my goal. To be
From music though, because you know, when we were talking, you said you're also doing acting. Is that something you would kind of go into, like, from music?
I'm going to segue into acting for sure. Like, I'm gonna be an actor.
Are you trying to, like, during this time right now?
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to mix the two together, or once you're done with music, you're gonna transition?
I know. I'm trying to mix the two. Like, I mean, I know that is a stepping stone for me to go into other things, and I'm definitely going to. I mean, and that goes into what me and you are gonna.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
put together.
we're getting right into that. Right now, so.
I definitely. If you listen to my music, the way that I write in a way where you can almost vision everything that I'm saying. Like you said, I'm painting a picture for you. Yeah. Like, I leave no crumbs when it comes to imagining or understanding what it is that I'm talking about, because I paint a very vivid picture in my music of what it is that I'm talking about. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So one thing that I have always lacked, though, was putting the visual to the audio. And because my songs were always so intricate and really good, the quality of video could never match that. You know what I'm saying? And which is one of the things that, like I told you, that I admired about you and your work. It's just like, yo, you are not making music videos, bro. Like, you are making cinematic pieces,
That's
bro.
the goal
like,
with my work.
We're trying to make movies out here.
For sure. Like, you are making cinematic
I
pieces.
appreciate it, yeah.
And it's like, I always wanted to be able to create the kind of visual that painted the picture. Yeah. For the person that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can have an idea of something in your head of what it might have looked like or what it might have been or whatever like that. But then when I really put that visual inside of your head, it's like, yeah, it's that missing part. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that's the great thing. You know, like, you know, what we talked about before, and, you know, because me, you know, he's my assistant director, you know, and so we'll usually, you know, try to figure things out when like I told you, like, some artists just don't know what they want. It's really hard on us as, like,
because we have to paint the picture for them.
Yeah, exactly. You know, even though the artist is the one that paints the picture with the music, you know, you would think most artists would already have that idea of, like, this what is what I want. But, you know, the fact that, you know, we have worked with artists, you know, that already know exactly what they want. They painted the picture for us, and we just went in and did it. But some just don't. And the fact that you know exactly what you want, you know,
I mean, my music comes from a real place. It's not that hard to kind of visualize when you went through it in real life.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or and even if it was something like, I create music that people that can relate to. So it's something that everybody has gone through. So these are things that are not hard to visualize. All you have to do is, like, there's no way that I could give you the visual of the entire relationship of me and this person. You know what I'm saying? But what I can do is take these snapshots of what it was that, you know, the brief little moments that were, you know, what they were, and box them in a way where it's like, oh damn, I get that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I do. Like I am a person who is really good at everything for the most part. But when it comes to execution, like I can direct music videos, bro. Like I have videos in my head. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not my shit though.
Yeah.
That's not what I do. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But I'm able to take it to somebody that knows how to take the things that I'm saying and put them into life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know how to do that and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. We like, and put it in a real way. Cause you know, some people will come and be like, yo, bro, I want to do this. I want to have fucking explosions coming. Bro.
Oh, we've heard that before. Yeah.
Check this out, bro.
We gotta sit you down real quick.
Like, your budget is this.
Yes,
It doesn't call for this. So you need to be able to create a visual with realistic expectations of what we can do, bro. Because I mean, if you got a budget of $50,000, then now we talking. But you're 5,000, 2,500, like not that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm able to, because I mean, at the end of the day, we live life every day off, like nobody charges you to wake up. Nobody charges you to argue with your girlfriend. Nobody. So these are things that are like they don't cost much to, if you really try to conceptualize it. Like it doesn't cost much. Like, you just got to learn how to, like, how can we capture that? That's what we're trying to do.
And how we can make that story better, because you know, definitely you already having a vision with the song already builds the foundation. But since you gave us the foundation, it's easier to build off of it, build a climax, build a twist, really give them more than what they expected in your own music. You know,
and learning, and like I said, and learning, you know, the tricks of the trades of TV shows and movies and everything. You know, embellishment and
it helps
you know. Yo, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Learning how to, like, okay, cool, let's create this scene. Like everything that's real sometimes ain't real. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we create that for the effect of make people like, oh my God. Like, you know
no, you know, that's why I spend so much time on YouTube watching behind the scenes on like films, music videos, just because like there's some shots I'm like, how did they do that? You know, and then maybe I can implement that into my future videos or, you know, something like that. But, you know, there's so much creative filmmakers out there that are utilizing skills. And I'm like, we see the footage, we're like, damn, how did they do that?
It's just amazing. And then when you see it, it's just like, oh, that's some simple shit. Like,
exactly. You know, it's crazy, you know? So,
for sure.
But like I said, you know, I'm excited to, you know, take your vision and we're going to make movies out of them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm excited.
Oh, we're going to fuck the game up.
It's going to be something special for sure.
We're going to look back at this 5 years later from now, like, no, not even us. Like, the people are going to be like, yo. That's fucking, like, they were talking about this shit and this shit's in it's gonna blow their mind.
That's the goal, you know. And like I said, like I told you this too, you know, I want to be able to build, like, you know, a partnership, you know, a relationship with an artist, and we can literally just keep going. Music videos just here and there, you know, like I love working with like different artists, but when you work with the same artist each time, it's like you guys are
building chemistry. It's just like, it's like a basketball team, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I've played with you for 5-6 years, like, bro, I know where you're going. I can pass you the ball without even looking. I know where you at on the floor at all times. I know what your strengths are. I know what your weaknesses are, so I can make up for your weaknesses, and your strengths can help me be stronger. You understand what I'm saying? And vice versa type situation. So it's like, there's the most amazing thing you can do with anything in life when working with people is build chemistry.
Exactly.
Because when you build chemistry, that's when you start to hear words like seamless and amazing and you know what I'm saying, like incredible, like those things come with chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Just like with you guys working with each other, like y'all live together. You know what I'm saying? So it's
you know,
like,
we've been doing this for a minute,
type
know?
shit.
Like,
even before we lived together.
So but y'all shit has probably elevated so much more since you have
100%.
started living together, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, we breathe the same air. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. So it's like, going back to what you're saying, like working with one person, that's I mean, so many people get on that way. Like, yo, I find somebody that I believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we just work. We work. I think there's too many people nowadays that are looking to come up and be, you know, a part of something bigger, but don't want to be the building block of building something bigger, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
They want the plug. They don't want to be the plug.
They don't want to be you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be the plug. You got to create the plug. You know what I'm saying? You got to create that shit, bro. Like, and that's cool, but that's how you get to, like, yo, that's literally how you get to walk in rooms and name your price. I can name my price because this is what I've built.
Right.
Same conversation I was having with you.
Yeah.
If somebody came and tried to sign me tomorrow, well, this is what I'm gonna need.
Right.
Why is this? Well, this is what I've done by myself. This is what I have. I mean, if y'all had came to us at the beginning, then maybe we would have just been like, all right, bet, cool. But at the point where we've already built this shit up, we don't really need you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You need to add value to my value. You know?
And which is the reason why we're here, because you see what we're doing. Right. And you want to put something into what we're doing.
Yeah.
So at this point, this is what I'm going to need. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't give me what I need, then I already got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're good, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll just, you know, keep making more incredible shit and make you kick yourself when somebody comes and really gives us what we're worth for the incredible shit that we're making.
Right. Facts.
You feel me?
No, yeah.
Type shit.
Like I said, the goal, you know, is like, we make these movies, we make that bread.
Yeah.
Guess what? Our budget's gonna be 100,000.
Yeah, we need that.
We want to make movies.
Yeah,
like,
type
you know?
shit. Like, pay us for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, type shit, bro.
Shit, bro. I'm excited. You know, like I said, you know,
man.
we got the first one coming next month.
Hey.
It's about to be a movie.
They're not ready, man. They're not ready, man.
All right, so what we want to do is, before we end the show each time, we want to give the chance, you know, since our podcast revolves around, you know, inspiration and stuff, we want to give you the chance to inspire other people that are in the same industry. So, of course, you're a musician.
Yeah.
What advice would you give upcoming musicians to try to get to a level where you are?
You already dropped a lot of gems.
Nah, I did. Yeah. Stay true to you on every level. And believe in yourself. I think believe in yourself and stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? There has been so many people along the way of my journey that have tried to steer me in different directions, and just really wasn't if I had took that advice, or I had moved the way that they wanted me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't have dropped the project that I dropped. I wouldn't have, you know, so just believe in you, believe in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And understand that everything that you're good at, you once were bad at. So you have to be okay with going through that process. I remember people hearing my beats and being like, yo, that shit's not that good. I remember I'll never forget, the Christmas of my third grade year, I had got a CD player.
Okay.
And I was listening to something in the CD player. And my grandma came. I love my grandma to death. Grandma came in there and heard me like singing to the top of my lungs, and my grandma was like, "Oh, that shit's not really that good." Real shit, bro.
She's like, "Never do that again."
Shit's not. It does not sound.
I thought it was gonna turn into something else.
Yeah, hell nah, bro. It's gonna be a real inspirational moment, right? Oh, fuck no. My grandma kept that shit real, so that shit sounds horrible. But like through all of these things, I was okay with not being good at it, because you ultimately, like, when I started lifting weights, I've never lifted weights in my life. Now, and that would fucking shock you if I took off my shirt. You'd be like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Like, you never lift weights? Like, I've never touched a fucking weight. Okay. But I went into it with my trainer. Shout out my nigga Steve. Steve, I love you, bro. You changed my life forever. I went up to Steve and was like, yo, bro, I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. But I'm here and I'm willing to learn. And if you teach me, I will listen to anything that you tell me to do. If you tell me to fucking jump to the fucking moon, I'll do it. And if I don't know how to do it, I'll learn how, and you'll teach me how.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the point now where it's like, yo, I have people that will like literally, if I told people like, yo, I'm about to train tomorrow, people would buy. People would come train with me. Yeah. And I could train people if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but I took that time of being a student and understanding what the process is, you know what I'm saying? And appreciating the process. So long story short, or short story shorter, believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing, be okay with where you're at. Because understand that where you're at is not where you're going to end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that I was going to be half of what I am today 10 years ago.
Right.
You couldn't, like, I'm on American Idol. I was shaking Lionel Richie's hand and kissing Katy Perry's feet. I'm fucking 170 now. Like,
exactly.
If you had told Fatboy Crank 10 years ago, like, that you were going to,
right.
Shut up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just believe in what you're doing. Believe in yourself. Be okay with not being the best, but always striving to be the best. And just stay the course. You'll be all right.
Love it, bro.
Hey.
Honestly, that's super inspirational.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
Any shout outs you want to give? Viewers? Anybody?
Shout out to everybody that love me because I love you back.
Hey. Where can people find you, man?
You can find me everywhere. Will Casanova DC. That's WILLCASANOVA DC. That's Facebook, Twitter, Cash App. If you want to, send me something because I'm cute.
Support his journey.
Yeah, you feel me? YouTube, everywhere. Will Casanova DC. William Casanova on the Google search. You'll find everything. And just stay tuned because this is just the beginning of something amazing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's go.
Sir. You heard it from the king himself.
Yes.
Sir.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for today's show. We are so grateful for William to be with us as our very first guest.
Hey, shout out first.
Yes. It's good episode, man.
No, it was awesome talk. We had a lot to talk about. But yeah, guys, we're going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you guys are not following us on Instagram, it's the Artistry Drop. Please follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube as well, Artistry Drop Podcast. And we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace out.
Let's go.